Oops, something happened.
The doubts.
Something happened to the signal.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Yep.
All right. So it's not about a sitting practice. This is one of the major mistakes that Western meditation or Western Buddhism has been making all along, is they think that it's all about a sitting practice. And it's not about a sitting practice at all. It's about waking up. The Buddha was really big on seclusion in the sense of getting away from everybody else so that you don't have to deal with all of their hindrances. The only hindrances that need to be dealt with are the ones in this mind right here, right now. And by the way, in that regard, retreats that people go to are not in seclusion. They're in a whole room full, maybe 100 people in that room. How secluded is that? So they have this thing called noble silence because that's pretending to be in seclusion without recognizing there's a whole lot of noise in the room, mental noise as well as physical noise. Okay? So the real point that the teachings of the Buddha is about is get into seclusion by going off someplace and getting away from other people. Going to the forest, to the foot of a tree, to an empty hut, to a pile of straw, and sit down and bring mindfulness to the fore, which means to remember to apply the mind to the wholesome. And that's what you need to practice, applying the mind to the wholesome and sustaining it on the wholesome, applying and sustaining the wholesome.
But there must be circumstances where you have...
You're not in circumstances, you're in seclusion. You're not in circumstances. Don't dream up circumstances. Dream up that there are no circumstances.
I'm not dreaming up circumstances. I'm thinking of circumstances that occur. Something angers you in when you're not in seclusion. You're in company. Your body's all around you.
All right. So the thing to do is to go get back into seclusion. Get out of that noise. If you're getting angry at someone, take a hike. Get away from it. Get yourself alone so that you can get that hindrance of anger out of your head. So we're talking about really basic practice again. That you're not ready to deal with people on the outside until you can actually get your mind fixed up so that you can sit with yourself happily. Make friends with yourself. Everything's okay. Everything is fine. Let's keep it happy. Let's keep it wholesome. Let's keep sustaining that. This is the basic practice. And I know, just like with that calculus book, all Westerners, we're looking for the bottom line. We don't want to dwell on one thing. We want to get to the next one and the next one and the next one.
Yeah.
So let's go back to the very basics. The very basic first thing is let's get those hindrances like doubt about what to do next out of the mind. And the doubts and questions about, well, what happens if this happens? And what about that? And all of that, we can just drop all of that away as unwholesome and come back to the point of, I can apply the mind to the wholesome. I can sustain the mind on the wholesome. One wholesome thought after another after another. No need for doubt. Doubt is a hindrance. Let's have wholesome thoughts instead. What wholesome thoughts? Oh, this is nice. Oh, well, I like this. Not a problem in the world. Everything is okay.
Okay.
That's the one by one as they occur. This one's the one that's occurring is got to get rid of those hindrances again. Keep it wholesome.
Right. So, yes. Well, I don't really think I could add anything then.
Yeah, there's not really nothing much to do. This is an easy practice, but we have to keep practicing it, not asking what comes next.
Well, yes. Well, of course, as we say in the West, time marches on.
Pardon?
Time marches on.
But it doesn't. That's an illusion, and in fact, that probably is a lie that the British government's told. Marching.
Hmm?
Marching. Time marches. No, time doesn't march. It's not even in the same rhythm or cadence all the time. And the
Yeah.
whole point is that we're trying to turn life into a waltz and stop marching around.
Yeah.
Marching is to get someplace, and waltzing is just to have fun dancing.
Okay.
And if you're sitting enjoying yourself, what difference does the clock make? The clock is not the issue. The issue is, can I be satisfied right now? Can I keep it wholesome right now? Can I stop asking questions right now and just be happy right now? Relax right now.
I can do that right now, but right now is very short.
Well, there's another right now. Let's do it again. Let's develop the skill of doing it right now.
Yeah. Incidentally, last time I spoke to you, you said to take my watch off.
Yeah, I noticed already.
You noticed already. The trouble
But I
is,
didn't recommend you take it off. I recommended that you look at it. You're the one who took it off. Your arm feel better now, or have you noticed?
does my arm feel better? No, it still feels very strange not having it on. And also, I keep looking at it. And I'm
Wakey,
looking at
wakey.
it's a freckle past the third hair, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so effectively, I've just moved from a wristwatch to a pocket watch because I have to get out the smartphone and look at the time on that.
But I bet you're doing that a whole lot less often when you don't have the wristwatch because it's so easy to look at the wristwatch. And in fact, that's one of the values of cell phones is now people don't carry watches anymore. They've got the cell phone, but look how much trouble that they've got to do to get time. Before, all you had to do was move your arm and glance down, and there it was. And now you got to pick the thing up, rub it a bit, get logged in.
Mm. Well, at least you have to press the button, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have to rub it some more, push a button here and there, and then the time will show.
No, it's easier than that. You just press the button and the time comes up on the front of it.
Right, but you got to get it in your hand too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And of course, one does try to, one tries to sort of figure out what the time might be, but it's not achieved any accuracy for that yet.
Right, but why do we want